Yes. Draft one though.
Welcome everyone to live Skittles here from the ABM Skittles Club at Wallingford Sports Park in glorious, freezing cold Oxfordshire. Tonight we've got a match between the Royal Albrites, the home team, and Lads Night Out. Just run through the team sheets for Royal Albrites. In at number 1, Ian Saunders. Number 2, Liz Batchelor. Number 3, Ben Denton. Number 4, Stu Pike. Number 5, Mark Hoskins. And number 6, the venerable Jeremy Denton. For Lads Not In at number 1, it's Simon Newton in his usual position. Alex Slezak making a welcome reappearance for the lads in position 2. The young shaver Albert Hansel in 3. Martin Huff, the country bumpkin, in 4. Brian Archer is now in 5. He's arrived back from his football training looking sweaty but ready. He's warmed. And the skipper Alan is bringing it home for Lads Night Out. You can just see at the far end of the alley there, the skipper for Lads Night Out is chalking up the team here. His opponent Jeremy doing the same now for the Royal Albrites. We should be underway in a few minutes, so grab a snack and your favourite beverage, and we'll be back with live commentary when the match starts.
Lee, it's offending my eye. Yeah, so we had to bust out of the ballet show, Alex, with vast loads of pensioners' legs. Sorry, got to go before we got to the interval. We were right in the middle of the fucking row, obviously.
It's not on. I don't have to sign up last week. You shouldn't have to. You go to the page.
You're not telling me, you're not.
Oh, let me do the page. Just go to fb.me/Skittles. Because he can't find. Oh, he might have found it. Because he can't use his phone on Facebook. Can you see if we're live, please? Oh, that's an unusual. So we have lost the toss, which is becoming traditional. Royal Albrites want to go first. So it's Ian to kick us off. Game on. Just 2 there, including taking the middle out. And he's hit the king there. That's a very good recovery there for a 6 scored. I'm up now. I'll leave you in the capable hands of Alan.
I've already been warned off on the commentary here, so I don't know what to do. Some intimidatory tactics from our opponents tonight, I have to report. Mr. Denton, a very grumpy presence at the chalkboard, so who knows what that means. Oh, same again. Just the 1 pin down so far, with Newt's about to take his final 4. There we go. It's just a 4 though.
Lucky. You're going to make us pay our dividends now.
Exactly. Shots 1 and 2 exactly. Oh yeah, we need to put a pound in somewhere. Let's take everyone's money. Got one back now. Have you got one back? No, you got one back. Mine back.
Wow, not a great start for me there. 4 scored, puts us 2 behind. Liz next. Another one whistles down the gap.
You got one of them? Shiny golden nuggets of them?
Now just the other side.
Doesn't pocket money come at the weekend?
So because I'm working here with a load of middle-aged blokes who can't use technology, if anyone is watching the stream and can hear the audio and it's all fine, because I can't see my phone, just drop a WhatsApp or something. Otherwise, this has been a wasted effort. Right, the Slezinator. Are we live, Albert, by the way? Is the stream working?
Somebody's just got a hat full of grab that shuts it in the ground.
Lovely first shot from Alex there. Kingpin's still available. He's found it beautifully. Strong first outing. Looking. Very strong 8. Very strong.
Carry on at that 4.
It's amazing what 2/3 of a pint of cider can do for a man's confidence. Lovely. Who's up now? It's Ben. Young Ben Denton.
Oh, curry time.
Wild and wide. Second ball. It's taken 3.
He only deals in big notes.
Kingpin is still standing. Inviting target. No, he's pulled it wide. Uncharacteristic score from Ben there. 4 scored. 12. After 3 have thrown in this first leg, it's 12 for the Royal Albrites. 12 for Lads Night Out. So with Albert's go now, we can pull ahead. Albert Hansel now for Lads Night Out. He's found the same gap favoured by Liz earlier. Second ball now looking better. So that was unlucky, just a glance against the Kingpin there. What can he do here? Little cluster on your left. Is he going for it? He is. Oh, again, that was unlucky. That was unlucky.
Albert, I've got change for 20. Don't you worry.
He's on it tonight.
He needs 1880. 4 points scored.
Oh, should you have Chigo for your first bowl? So 10, I'm 10 and it's 10. Need one back for there. Leave it and the 20p.
Next up, it's Stu for the Royal Albrites. Strong first delivery there.
No, I can't do that.
Who did 3 cheese? Who did 3 cheese?
Oh, that was a lovely. Unlucky not to knock anything through for these back 2, but this is certainly collectible. Oh, split the 2. That's a very good. That has pulled them back a little way there.
Yeah, you have, yeah. Oh, then you need 20 pence.
Martin next for Lads Night Out.
I did a bit of dry feed ahead of tonight's game. Let's see how that sits.
I don't know if you caught that there, but the skipper just telling us about his preloading efforts before the game. Very sophisticated. A dry Fino sherry.
Quite a lot of sherry for my birthday. It must be the mark of moving down the
being old.
The age timeline.
And into the depths of the drinks cabinet. That is unlucky, but there's certainly 8 is on here. Can he get these back too? A consolation one. It's a strong 7.
What did you get last night?
23. 23 for Lads Night Out now. 19 Royal Albrites. 2 more to throw in this first leg. Mark is up next for the Royal Albrites. Wearing his sponsor's t-shirt. Struck the king, but only took 3 for that effort. He'll be disappointed with that. Another 3. These are lined up nicely. He just pulled it left.
I think he was disappointed.
There was a roar, a bellow of disappointment there from Mark as he takes the 6. So, Albrights
With a little bit of a lead.
on 2 points. 2 points ahead of us, but with Brian to throw. So, anything above 2 is our lead. Well, there's the 2. Parity.
Funny old shot there from Brian, wasn't it? Those are unusual 2 to get.
It was randomly kind of across. Yeah, let's see what he could do with his second. That's. Oh, he has. But again, that strange shot left him with 1 less to knock off. What can he do here?
How's he got? There you go.
Good recovery.
We've just had confirmation that the stream is live. We're not sure if there's any volume coming through. Our technical director is just about to stick the phone to his ear and see if he can hear anything.
Oh, superstition.
Yes, it's all good. So I'm afraid you have had to put up with this nonsense. Sorry about that. Right, big Jeremy. He's removed the fleece. He's now in his skittling attire. Needs a strong captain's performance here. Ooh. Found the gap there. That's not a promising start. Second shot. Found the exact same gap again. He obviously thought the same as I did. You can't possibly miss twice if you aim for the same thing. But we're too accurate than we think. So final shot now. This is an all or nothing shot here. A 2.
Leg is ours.
Well, Alan, the skipper, doesn't actually have to bowl. The leg has been won, but he's always thinking about his personal averages. So that's a confidence-boosting early victory for Lads Night Out. 2 points in the bag. First leg is ours. Just some consolation points here from Alan. Oh, a little trick shot there. There's certainly at least another 2 here if he can just hit the target, but again, he's very relaxed. Yeah, nearly a 3, very good. Unlucky not to get the 7 there, but he'll take a 6 every day of the week when we've already won. Lads Night Out took that leg 35 to 27. And it's me up next for the second leg.
Hey chap. First leg in the bag. Nice first leg. I mean, I think that's better than any leg we've start speaking.
He's back and he's angry. Fucking spare it. Come on. Is it possible?
On for the spare there. Now he's on still the clearance is possible here. That'll do it, that'll do it. Good stuff, Newts. Lovely 8 there.
Hang on, you've touched your ball.
Well, that was better. That was an enjoyable 8 there.
Good work.
The early cheese paying dividends, I think.
I haven't partaken of the cheese yet. Didn't want to get grease on the microphone.
Any cheese after 3 balls.
I don't want to get a cheesy wind muff because it won't work as well. I'm just going to partake of a mini cheddar. Apologies for any crunching. Ian Saunders now for Royal Albrites with a single pin for his first throw. Missed with the second. Now. Well, he recovered a little bit there. 4 scored.
Excellent work. Slazak.
So Lads Night Out, a 4-point lead already after just 1. After the first throws. Next up for the lads, it's Alex Slezak.
Our opponents put them on, but they're a pretty reasonable selection so far. So I don't mind the Bowie.
It's a miss there from Alex. He's obviously feeling the chill, that the knitwear is still on. He hasn't stripped off like the rest of the lads. That's a better second shot there. Left the same formation that the skipper had for his final delivery. Can he nick anything from this? Oh, that was very nearly the right shot. 4 points scored, a little fine there. For those who aren't aware, Lads Night Out, we have a fining system. If you score less than 5, it's a 20 pence into the curry fund. If you come up with a big fat 0, it's 50p. So both Alex and I have contributed this. We've done our part for the curry. Liz Batchelor for the Royal Albrites with a very strong opener, but tricky line now. Yeah. Two pins required to equal us? No. No. A good solid 6 though. 12 the Lads Night Out, 10 Royal Albrites. Third throw is in. Here comes the young Albert Hansel.
Once again,
wearing his beanie hat, which he tells us he's been wearing all day. His parents really must turn the heating on now. It's middle of November almost. Oh, a couple of bonus top balls there. That's nice to see. What can he do with this second shot? Oh, he's pulled that a little bit. Wee bit of pressure here. Just to build on that. This is looking better. Oh! Everyone thought that was going to hit and take 2 or 3. Suddenly it's another 4. That's our second 4 on the trot there. Now Ben is coming off a 4 in his first leg, but that's very much below par.
Sorry.
So
Rules is rules.
can he pull this back? That's a smooth delivery. Very fast paced, and it's taken quite a few out with it. 4 scored on that first leg, pro. Oh, another 2 have gone now then. Tricky third shot really, with the angle for a right-hander.
Lucky mate there. The last shot was...
Oh, just missed it. So, with our 2 4s and the Royal Albrites 2 6s, that brings the scores level. So, I'm afraid all my hard work is now for naught as we're back to evens. But next up is Martin, coming off a very strong and unlucky, it has to be said, not to have more, 7.
As I said in the build-up, the double southpaw 3A's formation is one we're trying for the first time tonight, so we'll see how it goes.
Well, so far, certainly for the southpaws, it's going well. That was just out.
It's one of those where you go, this is spot on when you deliver it, isn't it? It shifts the whisker away.
Now then. Oh! It completes another 4. So far, the scores for Lads Not Out have been 8-4-4-4 in this leg.
Absolutely.
Royal Albrights 4-6-6. Stu is up now. Needs to hammer home the advantage if he can. What a superb first delivery. Yeah, 7 scored with the first ball, and these are both on. He has pulled that, but that's still... Got another go at it. Let's have a look. Yes! Well-deserved round of applause from everybody there for that lovely clearance. First of the evening.
It's a live one.
Oh. It's all right, we're not live. Little banter at the expense of the sticker-uppers there. Who are the unsung heroes of the league? They do a sterling job. For it has to be said, above minimum wage pay.
How do you go, Brian?
Have a little sit first.
Yeah. Never rush the hockey, we know that.
Brian, well, Lads Night Out, scored a good 6 in his first leg. He's wearing some interesting sportswear this evening, very tight around the ankle.
Post-football, of course.
He is post-football.
He's moist to the touch.
He may have slippery hands. Right, second ball. Now,
he's out of the fine zone, though, isn't he?
He is out of the fine zone, and the kingpin is there. Has he got it? Oh, he found the gap. 5 scored, though. He's broken our run of 4s, thank goodness. Somebody had to.
Sorry, chaps. 5 behind. So we're 1 behind plus these, aren't we?
Sorry about that.
That's all right, Brian. You're just loosening up still, aren't you?
It's all right, Brian. You didn't score a 4.
Feel comfortable. No, I mean,
So Mark from the Albrights now, they'll be looking to cement this little lead.
Get the kit up here and
Well, not the start he would be looking for, has to be said.
Not being Skittles yet.
Oh, just too much of a glancing hit against the kingpin. Wide spread of the Skittles here. What can he do with his final ball? Pulled it wide. I think we got let off there.
I'd say yes.
4 scored by Mark.
So we're 4 behind now. No, 3 behind.
So we're just doing a bit of poor mental maths. Lads Night Out are 4 behind. And these are the last throws in this second leg. Alan, for the lads' night out, is to throw first. So he needs a big score to put Jeremy under the pressure, really. Let's see what he can do with this first shot. Cheeky 3. 3 per ball, skipper. 3 per ball. Oh, that was unlucky. That's difficult now. He's got that front pin to your right as you look at it, which is probably his money shot there. He's got nothing else he could do. He tried it. Consolation 1. 5 scored, which means Jeremy needs 2 to win. Having said that, he only managed 2 on his first leg, so he might be feeling a bit of pressure here.
I think let's see him throw a couple free of troubling the pins and then the pressure.
Yeah, well, he might have some performance anxiety. It's his first game, live game, I believe, for the crowds at home. He's got it there. That's the second leg gone to the Royal Albrites now. Certainly Jeremy's not up to his usual accuracy. Made up for it there, solid 6. 2 points apiece now after 2 legs. Honours even as we enter leg 3, which is the beer leg. Tradition at ABM Skittles in the third leg is if you beat your opponent's score, then they have to come and buy you a drink. If you draw, then you roll it over to the next leg and keep going. So Albright setting the target for us in the beer leg. Here goes Ian. First throw of leg 3. Heavy delivery, but solidly on the kingpin, and yes, took a bonus back one. It's a nice lie of the Skittles here. It's going to make me work hard. Unlucky. What can he set as a target for me? Taking the 1, 6. It's a solid. You'd be happy with a 6 and a beer leg just to set a target.
You're over par then, aren't you, I think? If you get a 6, you think, I might roll this over at worst. I've got a potential rollover on that.
Well, I'm just going to take a little mini cheddar just for the energy. Go and see if I can beat that.
He's drawn a blank there with his first ball. Oh, he's been unlucky to just get 3 for that, with a decent strike on the king. The pressure, the sphincter will be tightening at this moment, I suspect. Oh. And now it's fully loose. The real disappointment is that this leaves the microphone unmanned for several more minutes as Newton traipses over to the bar to get his drink in. So good shot. It's a good shot. It's a fine first ball from Liz there. 5 down, but with plenty more to come, I suspect. strong effort from the Albrites. It seems they've woken up from their first leg aberration here. No Matt again for the second week on the spin. I'm finding no righty here. It's a little bit unfamiliar. I don't know.
Is he busy or something?
Well, he definitely can't play this week. I think last week, I can't remember if he was frozen out through I can't remember whether he could play last week but just wasn't to be picked. But yeah, unlucky there from Alex. Fourth pin just for two. Here we go. Oh, that's a nice shot. Wow. Nice work, mate. Nate. It is one for the beer. Oh yeah! Beer leg win for Mr. Slazak there. Excellent stuff. Top work, mate.
Well, there we go. So, I lost my beer leg, need to pay a 20p fine. I've already bought a half, but Alex has taken it with a 7. Good lad. So, although we've still got a 2-point deficit going into the third throws of the leg.
That's not bad, I'd say.
Ben Denton, another. But a smooth delivery as well. It doesn't clang on the alley, but it's just not. No, neither of them. Neither Denton's feeling it this evening, are they? Another 6. 3 6s for the Royal Albrites. So young Albert will be looking for a 7 here.
Can he win himself a 7 up?
Yes, of course. Albert, very law-abiding citizen, he wouldn't dream of asking for anything with an ABV above 0.4.
Oh no, I have Klaus Thaler here.
That's a lovely strike on the kingpin. It's that tricky formation again. He has. If he hits it right, there's always a little 3 on here. Now, how's he done? Taken the tricky back one. No fine. Needs one. Let's have a look. Oh! That was so close. That was so close. 5 to 6. 3 points adrift now, lads not out. 15 plays 18. 3 have thrown.
Has Albert got to buy? I better go and see if Albert needs to actually buy a beer, because he'll need a person who's allowed to next.
He will need a consenting adult, won't he? Right, here comes Stu for Royal Albrites. That's a good first ball. Some nice angles on here. Unfortunate.
Well, he hit that pin beautifully. 6 scored.
Right. Martin now for lads not out. It's coming off a strong 7 in his first leg, a disappointing 4 for him in the second. What can he pull out now? We are behind again, so it would be good to see another 7+ here. First ball coming up. Oh, it's a very good strike again there from Martin. Lovely, lovely ball. Now then, he's having a close look. He's left-hander, of course, Martin, so this does favour him, this angle. Oh, just pull that a little. Yeah, he did hesitate there. I think he was slightly concerned about which side to go, but he's hugging the radiator, which is always a wise move. Oh, found the gap twice. That is unlucky. It's another 5. It's another 5.
a 6 in this.
Well, that takes us to 20 points even.
4 points away is what it takes us to.
So 4 behind again. The same old story as leg 2. So Mark coming off a disappointing 4 for him in leg 2. He's been fired up by that. Ooh, some big air there.
Really well. They added them.
About just in front of the second line. It's an aggressive first throw.
I mean, I'm feeling a little bit concerned just sitting here. I'm not going to lie to you.
Oh, that's a very, very good. Very good. All made possible by that cracking first shot. Mark with an 8 there gives the Albrites a very strong lead now. We really need Brian to pull something miraculous out of the bag. What are you feeling about the likelihood of a spare, Brian?
I think I'll be buying a beer.
Well, there's confidence for you. Of course, the question is Brian too tired, having run around for an hour in football? Has he left enough energy in the tank for his Skittles form? Let's find out now. He's still looking a little bit flushed from his earlier exertions. First delivery is a lovely strike on the kingpin. That's really unlucky with that split, but I tell you what, 7 with 1 ball is always great to see. He needs 1 to roll this beer leg over. He's got it. He's got it. He's got the rollover, and now can he just ice the cake? No pressure on this. The beer's in the bag. Oh, he's done it. That was a beautiful play. The second 9 of the evening, and it goes to Brian.
Put the pressure on, but he's creating thoughts of where this leg is going. The doubt has been cast into everyone's mind about
Jeremy
the
not on.
for these,
Jeremy not on top
2
form,
points
is he?
here. He's not going to be happy with a 2 and a 6 thus far. I don't think he's been.
And of course,
normal self.
unusually, he's
Looking a little bit holiday form.
well. Now he's retired from his position as Führer of the league. He may have lost his mojo, but that's a strong first
Good
delivery.
ball. Excellent work, Brian.
So your prediction was gloriously false, Brian.
It was, wasn't it? I was quite surprised by that. Must be the Spurs top, must be.
No, it just shaved.
Thank you, Alex.
He's taken a 6 again. 38 for the Royal Albrites. We're on 29. Well, you've got a spare in you. We've seen the evidence of it on video from last week.
Have you looked through the frequency of spares in my Skittles career?
I'm afraid I haven't. You're the stato around here, not us. I haven't examined the spreadsheet yet. Alan the skipper there, in good cheer though, as he's not really feeling pressured here. I think in his mind he's sunk this leg, but that might produce something. You never know. Let's see. Very difficult now. I think we can say the spare is unlikely now.
Oh, cheers. Well done.
The skipper's least favourite formation has been left there. What's he going to do with that? Oh, that's unlucky, a little bit straight.
Just went wrong there.
5 scored again. Second 5 scored leg in the row, and the skipper will have to make the. I was going to say the walk of shame, but I don't think there's any shame in there. He's only lost his spear leg by one point. Right, I'm up next. I'll leave you with Alex to talk you through this one.
The swing a little bit.
We'll be waiting for the captain to return. Unless we ask everyone for their input. Albert, so far, how do you think of the game?
It's disappointing. For me, most people have done all right, but 2 4s and a 5. I'm whining, but I deserve more.
There's room for improvement.
Absolutely.
It's a solid 6 from Newts in the first. And another 2. The spare is on. 1 ball, 1 pin.
Can the man do it?
Oh, that's unlucky. That's unlucky. Great work, Newts. The baton.
Thanks, Alex. Well, that felt nice. I'll take an 8 after the appalling 4 and 3 in legs 1 and 3 there. 4-8, 3-8 my score sheets. That's very consistently inconsistent as ever. Right, what can Ian do to respond? He's coming off a 6, 4 and 6. A bit more consistent than me. Just found that gap again. It's been a popular gap this evening. Oh yeah, took a little extra one there. Sometimes the power shots can take a lot down, but also sometimes the more considered deliveries can just knock them all over gently. But oh, he's taken a consolation at the back. 5 scored from Ian. So we go into the second throwers with a 3-point lead. Alex with a good chance here to cement that lead. Let's see what he can do. 2 on that first throw. Oh, 2 again. With that little double bounce there, but there's always the problem with those straight when you're trying to get the straight. Just the slightest angle, it knocks it off there. So he scored 5. So Liz next. Liz coming off a 2, a 6 and a 6 in the previous 3 legs. She's obviously, after a slow start, built up some good momentum. Can she carry it on now into the 4th? Oh, just missed the kingpin to the right there. Lovely strike on the king. Going to be tricky to get that back skittle, but oh, unfortunately there she's pulled it. 5 scored for Liz. But still carries forward that 3-point lead for Lads Not Out to the 3rd player, Albert. Albert is up next. Coming off a 4, a 4 and a 5. He's certainly got more in him. He'll be disappointed with that. Let's see what he can do. Steady delivery.
Why did you use the egg-shaped ball?
Now then. That seemed unfair there, that it just took the 2. Kingpin is still there though. If he gets the angle right. Let's have a look. Oh, it's found a gap. Just a 2.
Another 20 quid. That's what you had to change up last time. I've put 2 in.
Ah. Ben Denton again. Uncharacteristic miss. Again, that was very unkind, I think. The alley's not been kind to him this evening. That's better, but again, a bit too late, too many gaps to take anything else with it. Just a 5 scored. Still, that's brought things with Albert's 2 and Ben's 5. It's brought things on as even, 15 apiece. Royal Albrites are on a 5, 5 and a 5. Now it's Martin. Martin Huff is now ready to address the alley. I notice Alex is still in the knitwear. He's not warmed up yet. He's not feeling the...
Up and down so far.
It's a good first ball there. 4 scored from Martin. Second delivery. Just the one. The angle found the gap between those back two. Now this is a tricky shot here. The angle off the kingpin's very tight. Has he found it? Oh, he's taken those back two very well for a very creditable 7. Back to his form of the first leg.
Strong words. Ready?
Oh, would you mind?
Are you ready?
It's very kind of. Look at that. Alex not only buying a jug of bitter, but now pouring with a delicate and deft hand that you wouldn't have expected from someone who drinks Gurley Lager and cider. Thank you, sir. Much appreciated. All right, stew for Royal Albrites. Oh, missed the kingpin, but took out the centre pins there. 3 scored. Second ball now. Thought about that for a long time. It's good. Sometimes quite a tricky angle to have these 3 in the chevron. Yeah, 2 straight, but that was a solid 6. He hasn't scored anything less than a 6. So lads' night out now, 1 ahead. Brian Archer coming off a superb clearance with his last beer leg 9 that he predicted he wouldn't win, and he rose to the occasion. Can he do the same again? Oh, that was almost a 7. Brilliant first ball.
It's over it, and then it goes, oh, I want to stop it.
This 9 is still very much on.
That's what it looks like. It's on the wrong now.
10 to hook skip. Oh, he nearly did the double 9. That was a lovely 8. Fantastic first ball, which is good. We were 1 ahead. 1 ahead going into the 5th players, and 8 is a strong target. Although Mark himself scored an 8 in his last leg, so.
Just going to open the quavers here because I think I need something to lift me up a little bit beyond the deeply mediocre.
Well, I think we're all either, suffering a bit of lack of something.
Brian, not so much.
Oh, that's a lovely second shot.
The 9.
There is a 9 here, if he wants it. Oh! That was lovely. He's followed up his 8 with another 8.
Still one ahead. We are still one ahead, Brian. Well played.
So Mark's,
Titanic contest in position 5 at the moment.
Mark's done very well. He's equalled Brian's score to keep us just one ahead. So Alan, the skipper, needs to set a target for Jeremy now. He's taken a mouthful of quavers to give him some well-needed energy. He's found that gap. Three with that one. It's not enough. It's not enough at the moment. Just the one. Only 4 scored there.
No, not unlucky. No. Pretty shit, I should say. Nothing. Yeah, but nothing really on target. Nothing really where I wanted it to go. I mean,
So,
just didn't feeling.
6 to win for Jeremy. Now, he's scored 6 in his last 2 legs, but only 2 in his first. Now, is he perhaps got a little doubt in the back of his mind caused by that 2, or is he riding high on his improved form? Let's have a look there. He's taking his time here, he's not rushing this. Little exhale, long look. Well, struck the king fair and square, but then launched out to take the 2 back pins.
It's nice though. It's a nice lie, isn't it? 2 boards to aim at. Pressure's on.
There is a bit of pressure here, although he's got to go left as you're looking at it, our right. He's got to go there. The cluster's all there. Oh, yes. Perfectly done.
Sorry, chaps.
Fried now, mate. Fried.
So, Royal Albrites take the 2 points. 37 to 34.
Yeah.
Oh, well, hanging around that mid-30s, aren't we?
So,
We're going to end up with.
Royal Albrites 6,
We'll get the last one.
Lads Night Out 2.
Ready now.
1 leg to play. The match is lost, but it's now about the points. I mean, it's fair to say, looking at our position in the league at the moment, in the division, we need some points.
I'd say we need a couple, yeah, really. Otherwise, it's beginning to. A pattern may have been formed, would be my concern. I mean, a considerably better score than last time out, I would hope at this stage, but.
Well, we couldn't do worse. Last time out was the
We've actually
league record.
already beaten more than. We've already got 133, and we get to have a go.
This is Ian for Royal Albrites. He's struggled.
He's injured, I think.
Oh, that's all right. He's picked up a good 6 to finish.
18 and 9 makes
27.
27.
A good total. All right. I'm up now.
5 to beat your man, Hughes.
5 to beat my man.
That's all we are.
Coming off a 4 and 8, a 3 and 8. Goodness
I
me.
might ask a little bit more today.
Well, all right. Let's see what we can do.
Yeah, I've not really felt on it tonight, Brian. I have to say. I mean,
And I recovered from the football.
yeah. Oh. Yeah. There's been a bit of that. The whisker away kind of shot, which is annoying. Because it puts you right off the ball too, doesn't it?
And that really puts off the opposite turn.
Four pin scored there.
Unlucky. Very unlucky.
He's going to be disappointed, I think, there. He's just fine. And he's just gone shy of his man there by... Oh, hang on, I can't even count, can I? 16.27. No, 27.
That noise you heard was another 20 pence hitting the table from me.
Yeah, sorry. Counting.
27 scored, one below my current average, so you know, not too bad, but I just feel with a couple of 8s in there, 2 4s and a 3. Oh dear. Liz from Royal Albrites, who's her form has shown that she deserves more than that. Consolation kingpin hit. So Haas finished with a 3.
You don't need the kingpin to get 3.
22 for Liz. Alex up next.
He's already achieved objective 1 here.
Go on.
Alex has already scored higher than his opponent, but now it's about his personal pride and
even remember what
his
we're talking
captain's
about.
confidence in him for the next time out. Cheeky 2. Kingpin is still there.
He's got potential for a 30 plus here. Oh yeah, I've got on a bit of a squeeze.
Yeah. No, that's nice.
My squeeze.
Spare.
Now then. Oh! Solid finish. 1-4 in there, and he's hit the 30, which is our benchmark score, really. Everyone's in Lads Night Out was very, very pleased if they come home with a 30. And to hit a 30 with a 4 in your
Yeah. I mean,
in your tally.
I think for any decent player, if they get into the fine zone once, then they should still hopefully be able to pull it round into the 30 area. But
Now Ben, who's been
disappointed.
characteristically off like it.
But yeah, still going to struggle. He'd need a 9 for a 30 here. I think that is a big ask.
This angle's impossible for that.
But you know, well played.
He's pulled out his top score of the evening in the last leg.
Well, that's well. 24-28.
Yeah, definitely below par.
Oh yeah, 16 plays. We need a 6 from Albert here to get us a parity.
Albert's coming out of
So I can
Albert's score sheet looks like a 4, a 4, a 5, and a 2. So he needs a 6 to even the team scores.
That's a shot. He's had one for it. Come on, Albert.
Now then, 1 so far. Here he goes again.
There it goes.
That's the angle. That's better. 5, just needs 1 out of these. Now then, right or left, Skip?
That is not a split I'd like to have.
Oh,
So much gap.
he played the right shot, I think. Nick that 1 and then send the ball over with the chance of the 3, but it wasn't to be. But he scores around 20 there. 5, his joint highest score of the evening there, the 5, and yeah, that puts us 1 behind after 3 have thrown. So, Stu, the Royal Albrites, coming off a big score, 7-9, 6-6, but here he is again.
28 as well.
Very considered player. Found that gap's been very popular this evening. The gap left of the kingpin has been attracting a lot of action. Long look from Stu here. Oh yes, I thought he'd gone for the right as well, but he's actually just done it beautifully. Now then, this was the shot that you had for your spare, Skip, the old chevron and back pin. It's just very straight. But
Another 6. Well played.
79666. That's a good card. You'd be happy with that card any day of the week. 34 scored. Well played, Stu. Very good. Now then, Martin coming off 7, 4, 5 and a 7, and we need a 7 to draw equal. So Martin's got a couple of 7s in him already this evening. I've sensed with Martin, he's been building up to something. I mean, maybe an 8 or more.
His form this season, if you look at it, is good. It's strong. It's the strongest season for us so far. So,
of course, he's a man who works with wood for his job, so he's very at
he
home
knows
handling.
wood. He does know wood. I
handling
think
wood.
that can't be denied. He's been unfortunate.
That was about half an inch off being perfect.
Didn't look as much as half an inch even to me.
Well, I'm at the strange angle.
That's it.
Oh,
Get over.
that's very unfortunate not to take a 6. 5 scored by Martin. 28 scored. A lovely score. We enjoy a 28.
Two adrift, your man, as we speak. 2 adrift as we speak, Brian.
2 behind now.
We're 2 adrift at this stage.
Mark coming off a big run of 2 8s. 6 and 4 in the first 2 legs. 2 8s. What can he do? He's found that favourite gap.
There's been a few there, but when he hits, he really hits.
Yeah, there's a lot of power and aggression behind him. Let's see. Yes, that was a walloper.
He's left himself a non-pleasant
I think
split,
he's got to go left or right as our audience looks at it.
though. 3 is a tricky pick-up for 3, this.
He's found a gap.
He's had a none.
He's found a gap. 4 scored only. He'd be disappointed with that. I think he was hoping for. I think he'd be hoping for, at least 33, 34 after that run. But there we go, 30 scored. Now then, that's given Brian a little chink of light to aim for. A little sip of sustaining guest ale. Got to remember, he's come straight from football training. He's a very tired man.
He's fit as a flea, though, isn't he? Let's be honest.
Well, we're about to
He's
see
one of the fittest members of the
trick
team.
shots. He's teasing us with trick shots, just hitting the one at the back. Come on, Brian. That's a lovely strike of the king. Now then, is there another 9 in the field? Could he get a double 9?
From Archer. He's, of course, current holder of the highest score in League 1. But I don't believe he's got there tonight, so...
That was lovely. Brian's scorecard, a 6, a 5, 9, 8, 8. You've got to be happy with that back 3. 36 is total. Highest total so far of anybody on either team. Well played, Brian. Now then, Jeremy of Royal Albrites coming off a 2, a 6, a 6 and an 8. He did enjoy his last throw. Back to where he thinks he should be. And on past form, indeed should, so let's see. That's a strange. We'll have to watch the replay for that one.
Straight on it.
Hidden wires.
Somebody that one that fell forward. I'm going to be watching that in the replay over and over again.
I think that one, yes. If you're watching live, let us know how on earth that one went down. But he's pulled another cheeky 2. Now then.
If you want me to stay, Sly and the Family Stone. If he doesn't get a 9 here, he's nothing.
Bit of friendly barracking from the opposition there. Jeremy always wants to dish it out. Is perfectly capable of taking it. Lovely 8 to finish.
Great finish.
Again, a great back 3 there. 6, 8 and 8. 30 scored.
15, 25, and 9 makes 34.
34, the pin total for Royal Albrites in leg 5.
760, 171 in it.
We're currently on 28. Alan needs 7 to take the consolation 2 points, which Lads Not Out need given their position in the divisional table at the moment. Let's see. He seemed to ground that ball quite early in his delivery, but it's 3 per ball will do it. He's moved away to the other side of the alley now for this delivery. Oh, that was glorious. Absolutely glorious. He's got the 7. This is now all about his personal pride and getting his own averages up. Let's see, can he get a clearance for a finish? Let's have a look. Yes, he can. Flashbacks to the last game with that lovely spare and an equally loud roar from his own team there. Well done. We've got to go and shake hands now.
158, 160, 170. That's only one.
There we go. The traditional handshakes have been done. Always extremely good sportsmanship here at the ABM Skittles League. So,
leave them out, leave them out.
6-4. Royal Albrites, Lads Not Out. 1 pin in it. 170 pins to Lads Not Out. 171 to the Royal Albrites. So, a closer game than it sometimes felt at times. But there we go. Hope you've enjoyed this live game from the Heathercrofts from the Wallingford Sports Park. We'll join you next time. I'm going to go and switch the camera off now. Bye!